Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with a train. And I believe this might be episode 130, which is about 100 or more episodes than I was expecting to ever do with this game. I'm currently in the middle of the Middle East quests, where I've been sent to Rome to find more information on 2 books that I've got to find to stop a guy named Blackwell from getting the joys of teleportation up and running. So here I come into the wonders of Rome. Not a place to go if you drive, because everybody who drives there seems to think they drive a Ferrari. You have been warned. Okay, here's Julian. We meet again, ladies. Oh, do you mind? I'm not a lady. Monica, did you find any leads on the Book of Scienta or Mortem? Julian, I'm very close to acquiring the information you asked for, though as you already know, it comes at a cost. I have a client who is very interested in an item that has recently appeared on the black market, the Dagger of King Tut. Nika, sounds like an easy item to acquire. It's a deal, Justin. Just give me the location to the dagger's whereabouts. Julian, it was last seen somewhere in the markets of South America. When you get the dagger, you'll know where to find me. Oh joy. So, looks like I'm going to Rio. Well, that's going to take a while. I'll head in that general direction, which is down here somewhere. Rio's down this way. So we'll head for about there in Africa for now. I won't get that far, but it gives me a point to aim for. So, to get the book I need to go find a dagger, to return the dagger to Rome, to then get the book, or find out where the book is. So basically I'm going on a scavenger hunt. Now, between the last episode and this episode I haven't changed much. I've added the 20s diner car in replacing the Zepp car, or the Zeppelin type car, towards the front of the train, just because I've never used it. That big TV screen I put on the train, the Tuba car, in the last episode, but I have added the Pine Lodge car, because again, I've never used it, in replacement of, I think it was the Jeet Kune Do Dojo car, something like that. Beyond that, everything else is the same, as I've got a long way to go to upgrade any of these cars. Most of them have got about 25,000 experience to go, some have got about 11,000 experience to go. But pretty much it's going to be a while before another car upgrades on my train. So, with that said, I have 14 cars to find. So I might as well spend a chunk of money seeing if I can get 2 or 3 of them. 20s passenger car. I know I've definitely got at least 1 if not 2 of those. A luxury passenger car. I think I just sold about 4 of those when I was clearing out some of my duplicates. A beach watch car. I just actually picked one of those up in the last episode, or towards the end of the last episode. Submarine sandwich car. As you can see, I've got one on the front of the train. Car acquisition. A werewolf forest car. I picked one of those up towards the end of the last episode as well. It's not on my train yet, but it's on the list of cars to put on my train. Trick or treat car. I've just taken one of those off my train before the last episode, I think. Circus car. I know I've got one of those. I know I've also, before I got that one, I only had the one of those. Oh, a Canada Day car. Oh, that's at least different. Mainly entertainment, with additional entertainment if I'm using it in Canada. Not a place I tend to visit very often in this game anymore. Spend more time in South America, China, and now the Middle East. But it's one less car to find. The Orient Express sleeper car. Nice. Passenger car. Always useful. And most importantly, I have never seen it before. Oh, coming into Barcelona by the looks of it. The Zepp, yep, just replaced one of those. A Bali beach car. I think I've got a couple of those still. I think I've still got a duplicate. Well, I've now got more than a couple because I just picked up another one. El Dorado car, I've had about 4 or 5 of those. An Old West outhouse, I just sold about 4 of those. Chip wagon car, I think I've got about 4 of those now because I picked up a couple in the last episode. It's getting harder and harder to find the missing cars. Apiary car, that's not new because I took one of those off my train in the last episode. Urban freight cars. Yep, like I say, it's getting harder and harder to find the missing cars now. Because there are so few. So the percentage chance of getting something I haven't seen before is smaller and smaller. Oh, wrong thing. An oil tanker. Must have had a dozen of those by now. I've sold them all, or relatively recently, but candy passenger car, I think I just sold a couple of those recently. Oh, a Paris windmill car. I finally found the car that has the windmill on top of it. I'll try one more while I'm stationary. At Lisbon. Bastille Day car, I've got 1 if not 2 of those. We head towards Madrid. Well, that's now down to 11 possible cars. So I've got maybe a 5% chance of picking up a car I haven't seen before. Or 1 in 20. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Another candy passenger car. A haunted house car. Guessing that 1 in 20 is working for me. Another El Dorado. Independence Day car. It's not looking like I'm going to get another Bastille Day car. Like I say, when you've got a 1 in 20 chance of finding something new. Yep, the wonderful tuber car with the Titan tube from Tiny Titan Studios, strangely enough. A TriStar cruiser car. Okay, well that's a good one to end the Gumball machine money spending on. It's another passenger car, which is kind of nice. I'll depart Lisbon. Now I have a total of 9 cars. I'm down to single digits for trying to find new cars, which I imagine is going to take me quite a lot of money and attempts to actually get there. But it's nice to be down to single digits. Equally, it's going to take me a while to reach Rio. And it's going to take me a while to upgrade another car. So this is going to be probably a relatively short episode. You see how much money? 68,000 in my caboose. So that'll take me just back over 7 million by way of cash. Yeah, even the cars which are just over 10,000 away from upgrading, that's going to take a few hours before they upgrade. The ones that are about 25,000 before they upgrade are going to take even longer. So there is going to be nothing to upgrade for a while. I've only got 7 million, which is what, 23 cars worth of Gumball rolls. And as I say, if I'm working on the percentage of about 1 in 20, I could spend all that money and end up with maybe one car I haven't seen before, and that would still require me to be somewhat lucky. That's just playing the percentage odds. Once again, I have a load of duplicates to sell and a few cars I haven't used yet, which I will at some point need to put on my train. But there really isn't much else to say about this right now. I'm on the quest. Chapter, was it 2-4? 2-4, make a stop at Rio. The team is travelling the world in search of mysterious books containing a secret formula. Can Blackwell be stopped? I'm more than halfway through the Middle East story, which is somewhat nice to find out. A total of 84% on the total quest progress. Sell all the cargo that's on my train. And, yep, that's pretty much it for this episode. Sorry it wasn't that exciting or interesting, but I'm now down to single digits cars to find. I am, as just seen, more than halfway through the Middle East quest, even though it's going to send me all over the place again. So it's going to be a little while before I actually get to complete that. And that's pretty much it. Really haven't got anything else to say. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed the shorter than normal episode, and hopefully I'll see you down the track for some more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!